sides. She also had heated battles with her director, Strasberg, who developed an acting method based on his understanding of Stanislavski's principles.
The central disagreement, I would say, that the theater exists 99% through the facility of the imagination. And Mr. Strasberg insisted that that was secondary.
Strasberg was adamant. Stella must develop her roles by exploring emotional memories from her own personal past.
I didn't want to think of when was I moved by my sister when she vomited. I didn't like that whole thing. I wanted to be in the dramatic sense of the author and the author's characters, and I fought Strasberg like hell.
In 1934, Stella went to Paris. She met Stanislavski by chance and accused him of ruining her joy of acting. They took an afternoon stroll in the Bois de Boulogne, where he was surprised to learn that Americans were still using emotional memory, a technique he had abandoned years earlier.
He took me under his wing, and together with the secretary, we worked for weeks on clarifying what Mr. Stanislavski understood was being made into a kind of mystery in America. I don't think he wanted that.
Inspired by this passionate young American, Stanislavski outlined his current theories and confirmed Stella's belief in imagination, not emotional memory, as the key tool in an actor's art. Her return to New York caused an uproar.
So she came flying back with this message. Well, you can imagine the actors hearing this, because this is now coming from the horse's mouth.
And it said, Stella asks, Stanislavski answers. There was no improvisation about it. It was factual. It was thoroughly investigated.
It was like a breath of fresh air. You can imagine that we didn't have to worry all the time about, you know, this emotional memory stuff.
And I think it was then that Strasberg retired from the group theater.
In 1934,